Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about why height and jawline and jaw structure are overrated. Yes, men out there who tend to overemphasize height and jawline. I will tell you again, they are relatively overrated. And this is coming from me who I stand 6'4", and I have had women only give me negative comments regarding my looks. I had one woman tell me I look like a rat, another few that told me I'm repulsive or my face is ugly. And I can't control that's not the problem. But I've never had a compliment regarding like my jaw. And I've had men, mention, oh, you got a chiseled face or you got Adam's apple or whatnot, and um, cheekbones and so forth. But it never helped me. And basically, what I've realized, and this is just a pattern that I've noticed, if you talk to a woman, and you don't even have to really, you just detect the pattern basically. And the majority of women gravitate to the eye area, the lips, the smile, and the hair. I will say it again, the eyes, the lips, and the hair, the smile. If you listen to their conversations, it's going to be predominantly geared in this direction. What I think is that jawline and height are secondary amplifiers. So basically, once they like your overall air, because women are a little bit different. I've noticed they stare, like if they're really attracted to a male, they get very strong eye contact. They focus more on that area than men. Men focus more biologically on the body, and that makes sense just because a curvy body indicates fertility, and for men, the face and the eye area and so forth, um, strong, eye area dictates genetic potential to a degree. But I will then, it's also note that looks are subjective and it depends on the region. But I've gone on Tinder. I will tell you this now. I've swiped probably over 10,000 times. I've literally swiped 100%. 100%. I've exhausted every single woman within my region, almost. And obviously not everyone swipes, but within that massive subset, no, achieved no profit, no likes. I've asked women on like Snapchat, what they focus on, and most majority they'll say eye area, smile, and so forth. They mention, jawline's great, bone structure, it's great, it's a good secondary care, feature. But this is just what I've noticed. Of course, there's going to be outliers and deviants from this, but in my 29 years of existence, with zero, like I've had just rejection and negative comments regarding my looks, and almost zero receptivity. Like when I do approach, they don't. A lot of times don't give me an opportunity to speak, and eye contact. There's like no eye contact, very little. Obviously, some just enjoy my company and so forth, but over the years, I've witnessed even men who have been shorter. Like I go out with my friend who's 5'6". He has women swooning after him, basically all the time. And even when I'm there, and I stand 6'4". So I just want to state that, again, I know, the men who are short typically tend to emphasize height. In my belief, face is the number one criteria. Now, height amplifies your overall traction. So based on like, if 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 I had like, okay, if I have like the model look or so forth, or whatever look women are looking for, my height's gonna project my overall traction more than someone who's shorter. Obviously, that's evident. But it depends. It's basically what is the most important criteria. And that's just what my belief. It's just the eyes, the smile, and the hair. Women typically like darker features. They don't like blonde hair as often. In the probabilistic view, of course, I've noticed black women love blonde hair and colored eyes because there's a distinction. It's novel to them. So there is subjectivity, and you got to understand a women look for different features depending on ethnicity and so forth. So again, it's not like that's why I hate the rating system, because the rating system, in my belief, it's more precise at the extreme. So if you have a very attractive male or woman or very unattractive on a relative scale, it's going to be more precise, like what you view, because it's a function of health. If you're very sick, you're going to get more on the track. If you're very healthy, you're going to go the opposite direction. But once you get towards the average, you get more disparity. And basically, in rating, it's going to be more deviance or deviation across the range. But when you're close to neutral axis, this is because there's a mixture, a good proportion, a mixture between all these traits. So it becomes very skewed. And then, of course, in region environment, this changes. So, like on Tinder, my success is poor in my area, but if I go to like different country, it may be higher. So it's not like okay, I have zero opportunity, but in my lifetime, it hasn't been so favorable. Of course, personality is what carries the interest. So there has to be initial spark, there has to be initial receptivity, and once that is satisfied, then the personality carries the interest. It keeps the fire burning, it keeps it blazing. Basically, you could either cause instability and then like think of wind, it blows the fire away, or you can add in ingredients to the fire, keep it maintaining if you add your personal value, or you could depreciate. So that's just my view on things. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.